So we're doing the lower body sideline. Great to get into the iliotibial band, gluteal muscles, both the hamstring and quads together on the same time, peroneal muscles, yeah, and yeah, so really nice area to work. Now, the first thing that we have to consider is the draping. What you're doing, you're taking the lower towel, yeah, like that, and then you're putting it in between the legs and goes all the way up like that. That's good. You need to bend their legs, and then you're asking them, you're creating a bit of a loose area. Lift your leg again. Thank you. Good. And then dropping it. And that's how you have your own kind of nice area you can work. They feel safe. Yeah, should I show you again?
Yes, please.
Yeah? Okay. So, like that. So you're taking the two towels. You have alongside the body. It has to be big towels, otherwise it's very hard. Yeah? You're taking the lower towel and putting it in between the legs, yeah? And then with the upper towel, you're taking it to about upper thigh, and then you need to create that kind of a form, but still create it and lock it. So once you do that, ask them to lift their leg, put it there underneath their leg. So once they are putting their leg back onto, they create the pressure that allows you to organize it nicely. Yeah? Cool. Going to the hot stones first, after, oh, it's on high anyhow. Yeah, taking the lid away. After a break, the hot stones would be a lot hotter, so just be sure that you're cooling them off nicely. It would be nice to work on the iliotibial band. You can work on the hamstrings and the quads together with two separate stones. I would start by just taking the big stones, because we're not going to use it now, and leave it outside. And then I will choose a large effleurage. I know it starts looking more like a kitchen rather than a massage clinic, isn't it? Yeah. That seems good. Draping it on here, and then starting right away. You can move it from one hand to another one. That makes it a lot easier for you to massage, because your hands are not burning while the stone is fairly hot. Yeah. Going into the iliotibial band itself, you might need to be quite more careful, because it's an area that can be in quite a lot of tension. Yeah, but so far, I'm just really spreading the heat. How's the heat? Use a lot of your body, get back into the posture about moving your legs. So basically, don't do much with your hands. Yeah, that's what I meant by moving your legs and not your hands much. It's still very hot because it has been for an hour there. So you can start moving even onto the hamstring. Okay? Once it's slowed down, just be sure that the leg is quite supported, and then you can do the tilting. That's the time that you have to really look at the face, because it can be quite agonizing. Good. Then you can start working onto more specific area. Work all the way to the ischial tuberosity, the seat bone. This is where the hamstring all attached in here. I wouldn't sit on that because if it fails, yeah. It's nice to work on the attachment itself. Yeah. Coming to here, working on a lot of the quads. I wouldn't say that you can get the medial pretty well, but you can get vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, rectus femoris, all pretty nice. Yeah. What I would like to show you is now how to do things, how to do it with two stones together. So you're taking two of the small stone, two small effleurage. You need to glide that back into place. Then put those two at the same time. Legs is pretty nice to work for with this technique, because you can create really nice opposition and kind of lift it. Oops, sorry, lift it. It's too much. Sorry.
It's hot.
Yeah. Back. Is it too hot or?
It's a bit hot.
A bit.
It's okay.
Okay.
Did it sit in something?
Yeah. You can lift it.
Should
Oops,
be a
sorry.
try.
Try not to lift it. Yeah. Is it too much?
No, it's good.
Okay. So lift the two muscles all at once. Work like an effleurage, really, very similar. Coming to the leg, you can work on the peroneal muscles, tibialis anterior. It's nice once in a while even to go onto the sole of the foot, but only on people that are not ticklish, yeah, because it can be quite trying for them. Last, you can come to the, keep your leg this way, yeah, keep your leg this way. Coming to the gluteal area, you can nicely work with either two stones or one. Very good because of this thickness of the muscles here. You need to feel the greater trochanter and really just work around that. So you felt that, right? So you do need to put, relatively to working without stones, quite little pressure. You don't need to put a lot of pressure. Gluteus minimus and medius here. Like everything else, once in a while you can just do effleurage. Yeah, you know the application, new area, new position, but it's actually just a revision really with stones, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. One thing I would say that functionally I really like to work this area together with QL and the lower back. Yeah, a lot of the tension in the lower back may come from that tension. So, if anything, it's not only working in isolation, but what would you do next? Next, I will go and do QL, a lot of traction, stretching the lower back as well. Yeah, and there is no substitution to your hands working on the attachment from gluteus maximus to the sacrum itself, to the hip bone, yeah, to this area that with the stones you can't because it would be too rough. So that area still needs to use thumbs even or the knuckles onto the attachment of the muscles into the bone itself. Yeah, so don't only cover the stones, but think about it in a more realistic approach. What do you do with, what do you do without? Okay? Shall we start?